CNN Eagle News Network.
Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Miguel Chacón, High Point High School principal. I hope you all have a great weekend. I have taken these minutes to address everybody at High Point. I think it's critical that after 2 successful weeks, we take a minute to go over critical points that we all need to be aware of. But before I introduce the first topics, let me remind everyone a little bit about myself. So number one, I'm from Colombia, originally from Colombia. I moved into the United States when I was 27 years old. No English, by the way. It took me a minute to get that English. Then I became a math teacher in Prince George's County for 20 years. Then I was able to get a job as an assistant principal here at High Point. And for the last 2 years, I have been your principal. My preparation has been always in education. I have a master's degree in school administration, and I have a PhD, also a doctor's degree in school administration. I'm saying all that because I want you to see in me another immigrant that have been able to come and be successful. And it's no secret. The secret is just be ready for the opportunity. If you prepare yourself, the opportunities will come to you. So just be ready. After my introduction, I want to remind you that High Point has some big goals. Let me start with our mission. Our mission is that High Point is a very diverse community, preparing students for the 21st century, and make sure all our students, regardless of the background, are college and career ready. Our vision is that make sure our students are ready to be global citizens. Now, with that in mind, this year we have 3 big goals, 3 big objectives. Number one is the students' performance. We want the best instruction happen in class, so that way when it comes to testing, we have better results. We have to show the world that our teachers are teaching and that our students are not only smart, but they know how to tackle the questions and answer the questions in a proper way. So that's our first our first objective. The second one is culture and climate. That is that the school is an inviting place. Everybody feels welcome. Everybody get the resources that they need. So for instance, being in uniform, that is climate and culture. We all have to follow certain rules to make sure we all feel safe and comfortable at High Point. And the third one is family engagement. That's our third goal. I want to make sure our parents are welcome. Our parents know what we are about, the resources we have, the programs we teach, the human capital that we have in play. We have a High Point. It's a lot. So I want families to be part of the equation. That's why the third goals include family engagement. So besides the regular academics, you need to know that High Point has specialty programs. Advanced placement is one of them. Those are the classes that you take here at High Point, and they count for college credit. We call them AP. We have AP English, AP Math, AP Social Studies, AP Science, you name it, AP Computer Science. All these programs are college credit bounded. So take advantage of it. Also, we have AVID. AVID is another program that helps you out to get ready for college and career. Besides that, we have the CTE program, the Career and Technology Education Program. The CTE, we have about 5 programs, CTE, and they all help you out to get on the right pathway. So when you finish high school, you already have some credits or even certification to go and continue with your career. So it is critical that you know that we have all these programs so you take advantage of all of them. Now, my biggest point today is that I want everybody to understand that we can have the best teachers, the best programs, but if we are not safe, we are not in safety, in order, nothing is going to work. Many people is asking me, what is the big deal about IDs and uniforms and no hoodies and all that? Let me explain that, because that is, it's important that you understand. If we are not in uniform, if we don't have IDs, there's no way that we know who is in the building. In previous years, we had grown men from outside, and I would say criminals, coming into our building, put the hood on, the face mask, dressing all black, attacking, and they come in the building to attack our students. That's reality. That had happened. So I'm not going to allow that happen to any of my students. The administrative team, the security team, we are determined that we are not going to tolerate to have any of these individuals in the building. And we have been successful. We captured a couple of them. And that's because we recognize them from a mile away. So that's why uniforms and IDs are critical. Everyone at High Point must be in uniform. Everyone must have the ID around your neck all the times. So uniforms and IDs should be no question about it. It's for your safety, for our safety. Please understand that piece to your parents. I keep on explaining. Hoodies are not allowed at High Point because that's what criminals have been used in the past to attack our own students in the building. So that's why hoodies are not allowed in the building. I know it's going to get cold in a minute, so what you can do is you can get a jacket with no hoodie. That's it. And by the way, the jacket's got to be blue or black. And it has to be unzipped. Don't zip it up because we can't see the uniform. It has to be unzipped. And again, no hoodies. Now you understand our reason behind that. So security, administration, want to thank you to all of you who are following the uniform and the ID policy. And talking about uniform and IDs, you must be in uniform and you must have an ID in order to receive or participate in any activities in the building. So if you want to go to a field trip, you better be in uniform, you better be with your ID around your neck. You want to talk to your counselor, you better have your ID and be in uniform. Same thing with the IT, even lunches. We're going to start implementing ID all the time. So IDs are critical to recognize you, who you are, and also to know or to get the services that you are trying to get in the building. So they are free. IDs are free. You can get them during your lunch time in the media center, but IDs are a must. The other point that I want to emphasize is tardiness. It is critical that you be on time to all your classes. Here at High Point or any high school, we're not really teaching you content only. We're not just teaching math or English or whatever. We just train you for real life. You go to work and you are 5 minutes late. The first time you might be in trouble, and the second time you might be at the door. You might be fired. So that's what life is about. So be responsible, be on time to all your classes. If you are not 5 minutes earlier in your class, you are late. Bottom line. So be on time. Know the students' right responsibilities. We are having grade level assemblies this week. We started last week, but this week we're going to continue. It is essential, it is critical that you pay attention all the information that they are going to share with you. Part of it is going to be the student rights and responsibilities. Know what is allowed, what is not. For instance, clear bags. Clear bags, everyone must have a clear bag at High Point. No one can bring any drugs, no even tobacco, or even a lighter. Tobacco, lighters, drugs, alcohol, all of that is not allowed, and that is spelled out in a student right and responsibility document. They're going to go over a couple more points. Let's say, for instance, if you get into any altercation, verbally or physically, there are some consequences. So fights are definitely not tolerated. If you think somebody's bothering you or you see a conflict coming up, we have a person dedicated to conflict resolution. That is Miss Parson. So talk it out. If you don't know who that person is, come to the main office, come to your counselor, come to security, administration, anyone, and say, hey, I need some assistance. Make sure you always get your ID to get your assistance. So know the student rights and responsibilities, because that's going to save you from some trouble. If at any given point you need any assistance, please speak up. We continue with the same theme from last year. If you see something, say something. If you see something that is coming, a fight is about to happen, or you know somebody's bringing drugs, or somebody with a weapon, or something that is not supposed to be at the school, let us know. Security will never ever will disclose who is providing the information. That's how we have been able to move a lot of people that are not supposed to be at High Point. They are not here anymore because somebody gave us a hint, and the sources were never disclosed. So I really count on you to help us to bring High Point to a different level, to a better level. Another point, a lot of you are driving, and congratulations. You got your car, might be your car, maybe not, but you're driving. Make sure you're driving legally. If you have a permit and you are by yourself, that's not right. Make sure you're driving legally. If you drive legally to High Point, you must get a permit from security. So again, if you're driving, make sure you get in contact with Sergeant White or Corporal Velasquez. That in room 112A. But you got to see them during lunchtime. That's the only time. And they're not going to talk to you if you don't have your ID or you are out of uniform. So get your permit parking. School notification agreements, SGNs. Everyone, especially 10, 11, 12, you must know your credits. You must know what credits you already had and what you need to be promoted or to graduate. It is your responsibility, more than mine, to know what you need. So make sure you get in contact with your counselor, if you haven't done it, to get your SGNs, your student notification agreement. That is a must for you as a student. So we're going to have advisories every Wednesday. This is the first one right here. This counts as an advisory. So what we're going to do every Wednesday is a modified schedule, bell schedule. And we're going to have about 30 minutes dedicated for advisories. So on one Wednesday is going to be wellness advisory, social emotional learning advisory. And that's going to be at the end of the first period. So at the end of the first period, we're going to have 30 minutes where we're going to present information related to wellness or social emotional learning. That is on the first Wednesday. The next Wednesday, the following Wednesday, is going to be college and career. But the college and career is going to be during second period, right at the beginning. So every other Wednesday at the beginning of second period, we're going to have 30 minutes for college and career readiness advisory. So again, advisory is going to be every Wednesday. One Wednesday going to be social emotional learning at the end of the first period, and the next Wednesday will be college and career at the beginning of the second. So this is the conclusion of my presentation. I really want to take a minute to not only welcome you back to 2026, but make sure we are all on the same page. So I have high expectation from everyone. I hope you all are able to come on Thursday, September the 18th at 5:30. We're going to have our back to school night. I'm going to have a general assembly right at the beginning, and we're going to share a lot of resources. So again, come with your parents on Thursday, September 18th at 5:30 for the back to school night. I hope to see you all. Thank you so much for supporting High Point. Thank you so much for letting us know if you need anything. And don't forget, no hoodies, IDs around your neck, and always in uniform. You all have a good day. Thank you so much.